we're back, Cayman Islands, here in studio with our UteFlex family member, Tennille, and our guest. Can you please let the listeners know about you?
Hi, my name is Gladys Gonzalez. I recently just finished my associate's degree of science at UCCI. Right now, I'm doing a non-degree, but in the path of becoming a physiotherapist.
Wow, and I want to say congrats.
Thank you.
And so you guys recently just graduated from the surf program, right?
Yes.
Let's just jump right into it. How was the experience?
It was really good. I enjoyed it so much. It was very hands-on, and it was also like I loved how interactive our like directors and our mentors were, and all the friends that I made. It was a good experience.
Yeah, I completely agree with her. It was very like educational. If you're interested in like the medical field, this was like the place to be for the summer.
Okay. Oh, so for the listeners out there that have not a clue what surf is, can you tell them what it is?
Okay, well, SURF stands for Summer Undergrad Research Fellowship. So basically, there were 2 months. You had June or July. I did July and
I did June.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like a month long. Like every day we had lectures, and we had like times with our mentors, and we also some got to see like surgeries and such. And at the end, we had to write a research paper based on the topic that we got based on the department that we were in. And once we did our paper, then we had to do a oral presentation in front of our mentor and the 2 directors.
Oh.
Yep.
So the case study was actually a made-up case study of like a potential patient and like what it would be like for when she comes in or when he comes in to the hospital, what each department would do.
So you guys were basically acting as like junior doctors.
Basically, yeah.
Oh wow, that's an amazing experience.
It was.
Especially if you want to go into the medical field. This is very intriguing to me. And so, how did you guys get involved with this program?
Well, this is my second year actually doing it. I did it last year.
So you can do it for more than 1 year.
Yeah, it's offered every summer.
Every summer, okay.
So last year was a bit different from this year.
Yeah.
Last year we actually got to shadow whatever department you chose to be in. I was in physio. I got to shadow the physiotherapists that were there. But last year it was actually 2 weeks. This year was actually a month.
Yeah,
okay.
and last year they also had like high school students.
Yeah. So this year they cut out high school and it was only available to college students that are interested in the medical field.
So does that include A-level students?
Yeah, in my month, we had someone that was doing her A-levels.
Oh, okay. That's good. And so going back to how did you guys get involved with it?
I got involved through the expo, the career expo at UCCI.
Okay.
I met Mr. Richard Parchment. I knew him through a basketball teammate. And I went to him and approached him about potentially doing an internship there, and he told me about the surf program. So I applied through him, and that's why I got involved last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year, because I knew about it last year, I decided I wanted to do it once again. And this year they changed it up a bit with the whole month long and the case study. And you had to go through like an interview process and application requirements that required you to have like a 3.0 GPA. You had to apply your transcript and write a letter, a personal statement, and go through the interview process to be selected.
And where is this internship?
At the Health City Hospital.
Oh, okay. That's a very far drive.
Yeah.
But it was worth the experience.
Yeah.
And Tennille, how did you find out about this?
Well, last year my parents were at the hospital a bit, so one of the receptionists mentioned it to my mother, and I contacted Mr. Charles, and we had an on-the-phone interview, and then I got selected last year, and I was in the Department of Orthopedics. And this year, I was at the expo at UCCI, and I saw Mr. Charles again, and he was like, "We really loved your performance last year. Would you be interested in doing this?" And I was like, "Sure." So I filled out my application like on the spot, and then when I went home, I sent him my transcript and stuff like that. And then 2 weeks later, I was called for my interview. I did my interview, and then shortly afterwards, I got told that I was selected.
Oh, wow, that's great. And so what made you guys decide, choose the department that you wanted to go into?
I've been interested in physiotherapy since I was in year 10, so about 4 or 5 years ago, and well, it's what the career path I want to follow. So it made sense for me to want to shadow a physiotherapist.
Yep, makes sense.
Well, the 2 years that I've been at Health City, I've been in two different departments because I know I want to go into medicine, but right now I'm kind of unsure what exactly I want to specialize in. So I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to like go and see what each department has to offer. So this year I was in medical oncology and last year I was in orthopedics.
Okay. And from those two departments you were in, which one did you prefer?
Medical oncology, I much prefer that. it was more hands-on, and I feel like I have like cancer is something that's really sad, so I feel like I would be more passionate for that. Not saying like if you have a broken like bone or anything, I wouldn't be passionate for that, but I feel like medical oncology, that's I can see myself like going through with that one.
Yeah.
So after graduating from the SURF program, what is the next step for you?
Well, right now this is my last year at UCCI, and next year, God's willing, I will go off to Grenada to study medicine.
For me, this is also like my last semester at UCCI, and I'm looking into schools to continue to the path of physiotherapy.
And so, since you guys have completed this SURF program, can you tell me at least one thing that you've taken away from it that's been so beneficial for you right now?
Well, for me, the paper was actually pretty challenging. It was really challenging, and so I feel like what I've taken away from that is even though something is hard, you still have to push through, because there were many times where I was talking to my other friends and I was like, I don't think I can write this paper, like this is stressing me out, but they all encouraged me. And at the end, when I did my oral presentation and to hear the feedback from the directors, that just proved to me that if I really want something and I push myself, then I'll succeed.
And that's an important thing for everyone to keep in mind, that if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Definitely.
I agree with Tennille. I found it very educational. It opened my eyes to the whole medical field and the role doctors play. Not just doctors, but the nurses and the people in each department of the hospital. It opened my eyes with the whole experience. And I think this program, like, it benefits anyone who is interested in the medical field. This is like the place they need to be for every summer.
Yeah.
That's good. How much does the program cost?
It's actually free of charge. You just have to go through the process of application and being selected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the SURF program assist with creating a career path for young people?
I definitely think so. It really do help because, first of all, you're getting hands-on experience, which really looks good on your college applications, and also you get a feel of this particular field. So you can see, do I like it? Do I not like it? Is this something I want to follow through with? And also you make these amazing relationships that can really help you, whether it's getting a job, another internship, or just getting a reference. So I definitely think it does assist.
Also, the relationship that you build with your mentor is like very important, because mine in physiotherapy, they actually helped me a lot, because physiotherapy is a wide field. So I didn't know what area of physiotherapy I wanted to go into. So they really helped me to break it down, and they led me each step of the way.
And we were talking before the break, and you said you wanted to go into anesthetics first, but you changed your mind. Did this SURF program help, like, cementing the fact that you want to go into physio?
Yeah, it did, because I knew I wanted to do physio, but there was like some doubts at the same time. So the first year I went in, and they actually helped me deal with a patient with shadowing, following the physiotherapist and shadowing them. And that helped me a lot, because it made me feel like, oh, I can do this. Like, it's something I would enjoy be doing for the rest of my life.
Yeah. And so, Tennille, how did the SURF program help you, like, decide on what you want? In the areas, the departments you went into, are those the departments that you're considering going into when you want to do medicine?
Yeah, medical and oncology, I'm definitely think I'm going to do more research, because my mentor, Dr. Vinita, she was so amazing. Like, I just can't thank her enough. Like, she really showed me, like, this department is actually really good. And I feel like cancer is something that you need a lot. Like, in Cayman, we need more, like, young Caymanians to go into that position. So I feel like I definitely would, but I'm still kind of looking at different fields, but medical oncology is on my list, thanks to Dr. Vanita.
Yeah, so shout out to Shetty.
We are in a season of hope. What do you personally hope for?
Well, I hope that I pass all my classes this semester, especially anatomy, and that I will get selected to the school that I really want to go to.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend and he was like, anatomy is one thing you need to have down.
It is, but it's so stressful. Like Gladys
Both in
can
the
tell
same
you.
class.
Yeah.
So what's one thing you hope for?
Success, if you put it that way, because you have to work hard for what you want. And
Yeah.
I've been working really, really hard to achieve this goal of becoming a physiotherapist, and thanks to my mom and Health City now, they've been leading me the right way. So that's all I want, to reach my goal.
I agree.
I definitely agree with you guys. And now we're going to be taking our second music break.
Our next song is Closer by the Chainsmokers.